Hi everyone, today's baseball stadium tour takes us to St. Joseph, Missouri and Phil Welch Stadium. This stadium isn't just about baseball though, it's a living piece of American sports history. As we walk along and tour the stadium, we'll learn a little bit about its history and what baseball means to St. Joe, Missouri. Originally built in 1939 as a Works Progress Administration or WPA project, the stadium opened as a home of the St. Joseph Saints, a minor league baseball team. The stadium itself is named after former St. Joseph Mayor and Congressman Phil J. Welch. The stadium, as I mentioned, opened as the home field for the St. Joseph Saints, which was a minor league baseball team. Over the years, the Saints played under various names and were members of the Western Association during several stints from 1939 all the way up till 1954. The team served as a farm club for several major league franchises, including the St. Louis Cardinals, Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Browns, and New York Yankees. More importantly, Phil Welch Stadium has hosted its share of baseball legends. Hall of Famer Mickey Mantle played here in 1950, and Willie Mays is also believed to have appeared here during his career. But long before that, Dizzy Dean made his professional debut with a St. Joseph team and racked up a 17-8 record. Another future Hall of Famer, Earl Weaver, played for the St. Joseph Saints in 1949. The stadium also held Negro League baseball teams and included such pitchers as Satchel Paige in one or more of its games. Since 2009, the St. Joseph Mustangs have proudly called Phil Welch Stadium home, thanks to the vision of Dan Gerson, who recognized the city's passion for baseball and brought this collegiate-level team to St. Joseph. With a commitment to nurturing local talent and recruiting players globally, the Mustangs have become a winning force. Actually, last year in 2024, winning the championship for the league that they are in. Stadium's atmosphere during Mustang games, as we see as we tour along, is really electric. Its packed stands are reminiscent of the times Mickey Mantle played here. One of the coolest things about Phil Welch is how close you feel to the game. Take a look at those bleachers, just classic, right? You're right on top of the action, and there's not a bad seat in the house, whether you're behind home plate or just wandering out around the foul pole areas. Stadium dimensions are about 320 feet out to left field, 420 right at center field, and 320 feet on the right field line. Those light poles that you see in the outfield are constructed out of metal lattice frame and are located within the field of play that creates some scenarios, and I've seen this a couple times, where balls bounce off the metal frame or get caught actually inside the framework. A wall over the years has been added that has reduced the actual size of the field of play to about 307 feet on left and right field side and about 400 feet straight down the center. The stadium has gotten a few upgrades over the years. There's been new sound system, lights, and a fresh coat of paint ever so often. But really, it's kept that old school charm. Phil Welch has its typical classic ballpark eats: hot dogs, pretzels, popcorn, and a few other local specialties, and especially lots of cold drinks for those hot Missouri summer nights. But the stadium itself isn't just for grown-up kids. There's a kids zone with little ones playing games, and there's tons of activities that occur throughout the innings with games for kids being brought onto the field where they do races and all kinds of other things. There's actually a very loyal following of fans who come out to each and every game during the summer months. As the evening comes to a close, that's your tour of Phil Welch Stadium, a place where baseball meets community, tradition meets fun, and every summer night feels just a little more magical here in this historic stadium. Come see a historic Mustangs game yourself and experience all that Phil Welch Stadium has to offer. Take care now. Bye-bye.